Hi, my name is Youssef. I go by the handle of JAMFaYd. Jam, of course, being JAMGaming, Just a Minute Gaming. A very gracious sponsor, one of the 2 sponsors in the FGC, and we love him a lot. I am the Ozhadou community manager. I also pretty much look after all the communities under the FGC umbrella in Australia. My main focus is, of course, Tekken. It's my favorite fighting game, and I've been organizing stuff for over 10 years now for Tekken. So yeah, that's pretty much me. OHN this year is no different than OHN any other year. It's a celebration for the fighting games community. It's something we do every year. We're not the only one that do it around Australia. We, of course, the Sydney part of it. There's, of course, another great tournament in the form of Battle Arena Melbourne that happens in BAM. We also have SXC in Adelaide. Essentially, we're a major tournament. Everyone from around Australia and few of the international players come down, celebrate what we do, which is press buttons and pretend we know what we're doing on a fighting stick. If you have any inclination towards fighting games, if you have any passing interest, if you want to see what we're about, I don't want to say professionally, but like I said, pretend to know what we're doing. Do come out, do support. We are very welcoming. We love to have more people. Doesn't matter what fighting game you play. Come one, come all. We have people that play the most obscure fighting games, to people to play the most mainstream ones. Yeah, it's a big event. It's at the Hilton in Sydney. It's on September 15 to 17. Registration is open if you want to sign up. OHN.ozhadou.net, and we'd love to have you there. So, of course, I'm really looking forward to the storyline that few people have started, seeing shape up, which is, of course, Jam versus DS. And when I use the term versus, I don't mean there's no animosity or there's, any bad blood. It's just, like I said before, we're the only 2 sponsors in the scene. It's only right we push our sponsor's name, teams, we're the only 2 teams in the FGC scene. I'd like to push both of us as much as we can, the players, more exposure to the teams. It means more exposure to the players, it means more exposure to the events, which means more exposure to everything we do in Australia. Like, it all correlates, it's all related. So that's definitely one of the main storylines I'm looking forward to coming into OHN. Another thing is, for OHN specifically, I believe it was Darksided's first event in the FGC, and you guys are still here. I'm pretty sure you guys love it, and it will also be Jam's first major event in the FGC. So OHN is looking to be the event that welcomes new teams on board. So hopefully, like we captured you guys and got you hooked on, we can also fool Jam into staying around, because we're the FGC. So yeah, that's definitely one thing I'm looking forward to. From a tier perspective, I really love it. Like, I really look to go into a major and seeing what the majors are doing different and what they're doing better, because I want to be like, oh shit, they did this. So I want to come back to like, all right guys, like BAM did this, which is sick. How can you do better? So that's always something I'm always looking forward to. And BAM did a lot of things right. Like, they had a lot of setups, big venue, everything's run good. After party was sick. Like, all these things went together very well. So of course we'll be focusing on this. Also looking forward to the internationals coming down. I mean, a lot of the newer players, they're like, oh, majors coming around, I might not do as good as I want, but hey, so-and-so is coming for this game, or so-and-so is coming for that game. I just want to go down, spend the hectic weekend with like my favorite Japanese player, and just have a good time. So looking forward to the international presence at OHN, especially because we're not only a CPT event for the Capcom Pro Tour, we're also an event on the Tekken World Tour. So definitely, as I said before, Tekken is it's my boo-boo. So hopefully looking forward to some international attention for Tekken as well. The beautiful thing about the FGC is fighting games are just what gets you through the door. Like, it's just, you're like, oh, I know this other guy, he also likes fighting games, we're gonna go to these events. But then you go to these events and you're like, after you get to know the people, you get to know what we do, get to know outside of the FGC bubble, you're like, these people are, I know them as fighting game players, but I like them because they're more than that. So there's always more about just, oh yeah, we're the FGC, there's always more to the FGC. And the thing is, as a tier, that's like, players, see, I've been saying this for years, tiers get actually another level of satisfaction for being in the FGC that players don't. because when I put a great event, when I say I mean all the tiers Australia. When the tier puts out a great event for people and they see how much they appreciate it, how much they love it, how much they enthralled with it, I go home and be like, this is amazing. This is a great feeling. So seeing that look of satisfaction, seeing that look of like really don't know what's happening, seeing that look, you know, of people still getting surprised, still getting into it after all these years. I mean, I've been in the FGC for 12 years now, you know what I mean? It's like I've done a lot, I've accomplished a lot, thank God, you know, I'm thankful to that. But to see like 12 years in counting, I can still like take pleasure in the small things that, you know, oh, this kid saw his favorite player, oh, this kid got so mad hype, he jumped out of his seat watching, you know, a taking pools match, you know what I mean? Or this person, you know, comes up to me at the beginning of like a BAM tournament or any tournament. It's like, hey man, I'm so and so, nice to meet you, I appreciate what you're doing for the scene, and just walks away. Like stuff like that, like I take away and they stay with me. So despite all these years and despite this long journey, there's still so much more. So the community is great, and like, you know, the games are great, and yeah.
The small stuff.
It's funny because I was literally 2 days ago I was on IDEP, and we did an episode, you know, about the history of, you know, of Youssef, because it's our second last episode before Jonah, you know, goes to Japan. And then like I got asked like, well, what do you take for now? What do you still take from the FGC? And I said like, I've represented Australia overseas in 2 different games that I've won. I've traveled Asia, I've traveled Europe, I've traveled America, you know what I mean? Like I've done all this. Now it's like, it's the small things that get me, like all these big pizzazzy, you know, fancy stuff, it's done and like it's great. But now it's like all what's left is like the small things, like all these small different things, because there's so many small different things. Like the big things, they're the big things, but the small things,
like you're sharing your passion with someone else.
Yes.
It's sharing the little pieces with the new people.
I'm giving back, but they're also giving back as well. If it's a one-ended relationship, it's not fun. So kind of what I'm saying is, it's worth it. It's definitely worth it because the community is worth it. So nothing I do, doesn't matter how small or big, is wasted. So whatever I give back, they're giving back 10 times more. So, you know, what more can I ask for?
Questions?
Are you leaving this here?
I got the questions. Yeah.
Is it in the picture? Can I just like punch it at the end of it? Death to dark side.
Dude, we want a blooper reel. We want some blooper stuff.
Yeah.
The dark side. What do you mean by that?
I mean, death is an Arabic word. It means love. Now I'm getting. So, as you know, being now part of the Jam family, you know,
The Jam fam.
the Jam fam. You know, I don't want to go with the Jam fam because it's a bit overrun. I like to keep it old school. Jam familia, you know. So.
It's like mafia.
The Jam a familia. So I'm always I'm good with the words. I'm good with the words.
Good with the words.
With the words, yeah. The words. Yeah, the words.